Hello, guys. Hello, audience. Welcome to Open Conversations with Nesh, the place to be, a space where we celebrate authenticity through meaningful conversations. On my right here, I have Malak, also known as Get Fit with Malak on Instagram. You can check him out, see what he's about, see and learn about the fitness space. Malak, how are you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm super excited for this show, man. Niko excited by.
Yeah, tuifanye. Let's do it.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Okay, sawa sawa. The first time I saw you, huku unakaa fit sana.
Aje bana. Huh?
When you ulikuanga na sweat, I guess, or like you had something on and you didn't you like. Okay, I was like, okay, mimi na mse tunatoshana. But when I saw you with a vest, okay, I saw how fit you are.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about how you entered the fitness space. Why fitness? Why did it become a big part of your life and a big part of who you are?
Yeah, okay. Fitness is, as you say, it's a big part of me.
Yeah,
and nilianza hii journey kitambo sana. I
yeah.
started my journey a very long time. And going back, I can say being fit, like the whole journey about being fit, never some of those seeds were planted by my father.
By your father.
Now
we can go into your childhood. Tell me, I'm interested.
I happen to have grown up with a very, very tough father who, in fact, he had dreams of joining the army, but you know our parents.
Serious?
Yeah, kitambo education was ilikuwa ngori. So my father wanted to join the army, but he didn't get to join the army. But if you see my father, he's a very he's a very strong guy, and he's a guy who loved exercising even from a young age.
From a young age,
Yeah. So my father kind of impacted that on me from a young age. So I remember when we were young, my father would train with me. For example, we'll go for a morning run together.
At such a young age?
Yeah.
Your time, how old? How old were you guys at that particular point?
I remember I started exercising at the age of 5.
Wow.
5. So unajua, I remember my dad used to tell me that, okay, like my dad believed in this thing that you can train a child within the first 5 years. Is it 5 or 7 years?
Wow.
Yeah, you can confirm that.
And how did he know that? Did his father teach him that, and then he taught you that?
I don't know.
But that's really cool.
My father is just a different man. And I thank God for him. Yeah, he has really influenced me on my fitness journey. Yeah. So apart from that, I was also so active in sports in school. I played soccer like my entire school years, starting primary, high school, and even campus. Yeah. So I just stopped playing, football just the other day after I got work. At
we met at
yeah,
work,
I told you about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's how I started my fitness journey.
That's how you started your fitness journey. So what's one thing that you've learned about the fitness journey? If you compare who you are right now and the way you are as a kid, what have you learned so far about the fitness space? What has it really taught you in life? Has it forged your philosophy in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah, so much. I think training or physical exercise is so much connected with your mental well-being.
Wow.
So if you train more, you can have a strong mind.
You can have a strong mind.
Yeah,
so mental health is linked to physical health.
Sana. So that's the biggest nugget naweza sema learn from kutoka.
What if someone akuje Malak akwambia I can argue with that from that perspective? I can just be mentally strong, I can be mentally fit without being physically strong.
Yeah.
Utaargue aje na yeye?
Of course unakuanga na outliers, but mazee inakuanga ngumu. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, personally mimi kukua fit imenisaidia sana, like it has helped me with my mental health sana. Yeah, in fact I'm at a point in life whereby if I'm supposed to train today and I don't train today, my day haitakuwa poa. Yeah, like I'll be disorganized, disoriented. I won't even accomplish the tasks that I've planned for the day. Yeah, so I think exercising or just being fit, I've realized that is so much connected with mental health.
With mental health, mental well-being.
Yeah, so that's the biggest nugget, like nimepata. Yeah, kutoka nikiwa mtoi hadi sasa.
Okay. So like did the discipline, did it invoke discipline in you? Like your kutizi sana, doing the physical tough things, did it like invoke discipline in you? Like did it forge discipline? Because one thing I've noticed about you, Malak, is that you're a very disciplined individual.
Yeah.
More disciplined than I am.
Yeah. In fact, let me say this. You know, most people nowadays they're struggling with working out.
Why would you say that?
Okay, and just yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine. This friend was telling me how he's planning to, you know, start working out. And I just chose to share with him earlier. I told him, you know, having a regimen, you know, like going to the gym or finding a place to go and train is not as hard. But the hardest thing to have is discipline when it comes to working out. So I can say that when you love training, it sharpens your you know, like your discipline. You become more disciplined. If you choose to be exercising, for example, like on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you stick to that for like a period of 3 months, you know, you'll find that you will translate that to other tasks in your life. Yeah, so you know, working out or exercising really helps with, you know, someone becoming disciplined.
Okay, so it's something that when you do for a period of time, it becomes a system in your life that you have to continue doing over time.
Yeah, sure.
And you can't live without it.
No, I can't live at this point. I can't live.
You can't live without working out. So when you work out, hakuna kosa zoezi. Kabisa. Okay.
Sasa nakwambia hakuna kosa zoezi.
Hakuna kosa zoezi. Does your physical or gym routine also involve a nutrition plan? A nutrition plan?
Exactly. I can say, in fact, I can say after, you know, come up again.
Does your gym routine or the way you work out, does it also have to involve a nutrition plan?
Yeah, they go.
Kuna vile unadishingi, kuna vile ama you just eat anything and una make sure you work out only?
But in fact, naweza sema, if you don't want to focus on your diet, just stop working out.
Serious?
Yeah, because being fit is partly, you know, you focusing on your diet and partly you training. Yeah. So if I can allocate, you know, percentages to the two, I can say you should focus on your diet, like on 50-50.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah, or even 60% more diet and 40% training. Like I myself, I train like 3 times in a week.
And it's so crazy that you only train 3 times a week.
Yeah, and
someone can think that you train every day, every minute, every hour, every second. Like you live in the gym.
As is. You don't go unajimaliza.
Why 3 times a week?
Because I think your body needs to rest.
For sure.
So and you can choose the way you want to rest, but personally I chose to be resting, you know, like for 48 hours. So if I train on Monday, I'll train again on Wednesday. So I train on Monday, and then Wednesday, and then Friday. So dieting, I mostly eat proteins and veggies.
And vegetables.
Yeah, and I try to cut on carbs. Because my desire has always to be I've always wanted to be lean. To be as lean
as possible,
but strong. Yeah. So that has always been my, you know, my fitness goal.
Your fitness goal. So what would you tell the audience to avoid? Ni mafoods gani what we have in our society yenye tunakulanga most of the times yenye we need to avoid?
Hii na itaumiza wengi bana. Sukari. Sugar man. Right now in my circle of friends, personally I don't take sugar. Like I've been off sugar for like now it's 2 years and it's doing me good. Not only even in terms of, you know, you being lean, but also in terms of mental focus, you know. Like
sugar affects your mental focus?
Yes.
How?
Personally, I don't know how I can explain that, but personally, after quitting sugar, I just found that my focus has increased. Yeah, and also I also don't feel that lethargic like I used to. So you can cut down on sugar and you take less carbs.
And you take less carbs. Okay.
Yeah. So personally, I am more on a ketogenic diet.
Ketogenic
diet. Mtajua hiyo nini bana, ketogenic diet.
So to explain it bana.
Ketogenic diet bana Kiingereza. Yeah. Ketogenic diet ni ukula nyama mob, like you eat more meat or you eat more proteinous food. Yeah, most of the time, like 70% of the time.
Oh, 70% of the time is protein.
And I also mix that with intermittent fasting. Do you know what intermittent fasting is?
Intermittent fasting. The last time I checked, it's
Now,
fasting for a period of time.
You're doing intermittent fasting, by the way. You kitu ukiambia msee afanye intermittent fasting, they don't like it. Sijui mbona. Yeah, but it works. It's magical.
It's super magical.
Yeah, it is.
I tried it once, like kuna vile
Have you
feel
tried?
like I've tried it. You feel like your body releases toxins in a way. Like I feel like I'm more clean after I do intermittent fasting.
Exactly.
Like the body resets itself in some way. Yeah. So like I've tried it. I've seen it's not easy to go through the first stages, but after you get through the intermittent fasting, you feel the relief that the body has after it does that.
You tried, man. That thing is good, and I'm not quitting.
You're not quitting?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your gym routine. One interesting thing about you is that wewe uendangi gym. You're not somebody who goes to the gym. The gym itself, you have this routine called calisthenics. Where you're a calisthenics guy. I've tried working out with you sometime. It was really tough. Like ukidhani rahisi si rahisi. You basically calisthenics the body weight. So Malak, why calisthenics and not machuma sana?
Yeah, calisthenics. Okay, let me go back a little. Back in high school, I tried to lift weights. Yeah, and we had some weights there, and I tried to lift them, me together with the other classmates. But one thing I realized about lifting weights is you get too much attached to the weights, and it makes you not to be flexible in terms of even your body and even in how you allocate your time. Yeah, personally, I found that I'm not as flexible. But I'm not like against people going to the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I myself, I found that it's easier if I train using my body. My body weight.
Yeah, your body weight.
Yeah, and that's what is calisthenics.
So in short, like gym okay, one thing I've realized about gym is when you're bulking up, you become slower.
True.
You become very slow.
Yeah, in fact, I was more rigid. Wakati nilikuwa nainonga mawe. Yeah, nilikuwa rigid. But you cannot compare that that guy like that me. Then and now
calisthenics.
Yeah, right now like I'm more flexible, I'm fast. That's what I've always wanted.
So what's your calisthenic routine look like?
Yeah, so usually I've drafted a regimen whereby I train on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and that basically entails me training my chest. My chest, like I do full
body workout.
Yeah, using my body weight.
So push-ups. Hebu tuambie calisthenic workouts entailing nini for the audience that doesn't know.
Okay, so when I wake up, like let describe it. Some of you can decide to use this regimen. Is it a regimen?
A regimen, yeah, it's a regimen, whatever. Yeah.
So when I wake up, I first stretch, then I do some burpees, and I do 30 of them, 30 reps, times 3 sets, and then after there I do flat push-ups. That's whereby I put my arms wide, and then I do 30 reps times 3 sets. After there, I do incline push-ups. Like I usually do this in my room. So I have my bed. I do that on the side of my bed.
Wow.
Yeah. So after I do the flat push-ups, I hold my bed and do the incline push-ups. I still do the same 30 reps times 3 sets. Yeah. So the first exercise of chest is I train, like the entire chest. The incline one, I train my lower chest. And then after that, I do the, what do I call this? Decline push-ups.
Oh, decline push-ups. Yeah.
Whereby you put your legs on the bed
and then you
same 30 reps, 3 sets. Then I finish with the diamond.
Oh, the diamond
push-up. The diamond.
Yeah.
The diamond push-ups, same 30 reps, 3 sets. After that, I train my legs. So I do squats. Yeah, I do squats. I do 40 squats times 3 sets.
40. Oh.
Yeah. So I do the normal squats plus the temple Bulgarian squats, and then I train my calves. And so that's basically it.
And then what about your back and your shoulders?
Oh, my back. Okay, I forgot to mention this. Okay, calisthenics is not purely. You don't purely like entirely use your body weight. Sometimes you can incorporate some weights. So in my house, I have 2 dumbbells. So the one that I usually use to train my biceps, and so I usually do some bicep curls, and also train my back.
Oh, you also train your back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So and I also do some shoulder press with them.
Okay. That's super interesting. The thing I think I love about calisthenics, it's the convenience. Your kitu ni super convenient.
Eco convenience, eco flexible. You can do it from anywhere.
Exactly. And for the audience,
and then as it also makes you to be more disciplined.
Yeah, it's a very disciplined. Like you have to
because you don't have an excuse.
You don't have an excuse.
Assuming you wake up and then come right now in a rainy season, and then you feel lazy. That I don't want to go to the gym. You have no excuse. It's not raining in your house.
And actually, currently, I will say in the gym because of the rainy season. I find myself doing those calisthenic type of workouts. Of course, not as intense as yours, but najipea push-ups. I do pull-ups. You know, I do some sort of squats. Na huwa inasaidia sana kabisa. It really helps.
Nice.
It's easier.
Yeah. You love it.
Kabisa, I'm really enjoying it because of the way it's super convenient. So would you say it's more effective than, because hata msaki kuangalia physique yako manze, kuna vile tu
okay, najua hiyo na it depends with what you want. We have people out there who want to bulk out. I would advise those people to go to the gym because if your desire is to become as big, you have to lift weights. But personally, I've always wanted to be lean and strong. So with that, you don't need much, like weight. You can just do that with your body weight. And pull-ups.
Oh yeah, by the way. Yeah.
So it totally depends with what is your goal. What do you desire, the type of body that you want to get. You see?
I want to really ask you a controversial and an interesting question. Do you think you can be masculine without physical exercise? From your opinion, from
what do you mean, bro? You're already masculine. Huh? We're already masculine.
Like me, okay, before nianze kutizi, I would say I didn't have the mental fortitude I have. And let me explain it to you. Whenever I'm stressed, I'll after need any tizi. When I go and I work out, I feel like there's stress immediately. The stress reliever immediately.
Yeah.
But whenever I don't do that, I can find like my day is very, very, how they call it, shitty. Yeah. So like, do you think that like men need to be doing this?
Absolutely.
On a regular?
Absolutely. Yeah. So like you started the show by I told you that training and mental health they are connected. Yeah, there's this saying that goes that a strong body, a strong mind. You know that. Yeah. So they are connected. So if you train and your body becomes strong, definitely your body, your mind will follow and you become strong. So as you go by your tasks of the day and you feel like quitting, you won't quit because you've already trained your mind not to quit when you train.
Yeah, it's true, because you look the society nowadays, nasema like squeezy my boys are tutizi manze, especially even office. And the reason I'm saying is because zapata like where we work, a lot of young people wameweza kupata diabetes. Like we notice.
It's saddening, man.
Yeah, it's super sad, man. Diabetes is an issue, pressure is an issue, and those are things that
and the kind of food that we eat nowadays.
And the kind of food that you eat nowadays. Like right now, not exercising can be very detrimental to your health.
True.
Kabisa.
True.
Yeah. And for a young guy who's pursuing excellence, I think that needs to be something that's why like I really wanted you to be on the show, like also to influence people, manze, at least you exercise kidogo.
Yeah, and going back to your question, you asked me if that training makes you more masculine. Yes, it does, because they say when you train more, it's, I don't know, you produce more testosterone.
Yeah.
That's the male hormone, and if you produce that more of that, of course you'll definitely become more masculine. Yeah, so training makes you more masculine.
Training makes you more masculine. Kabisa. I think also pia life without training is it's boring. Pushing yourself mazeni kitu.
We have people out there who don't think that is. But it's true. If you're used to training and you stop training, life will become boring.
Life becomes boring. Would you be, and because eventually you sure you want to be a dad someday, would you, is it something that you soon is it something unataka kuinstill kwa mtoto wako ukipata boy?
Definitely. Here it is not a subject to question. Definitely. I'll start training my boy from a young age.
From a very young age.
Just like my father did.
That's okay. The reason actually I'm telling you that is because mimi siku experience hiyo, like my dad was not the physical type kabisa. But when I learned it later, niliona the impact it had on me. If you have a kid and you are able to start that very, very early, you can imagine what kind of person you'll be able to build from that, from your start.
I can attest to that.
Okay.
With my life.
With your life. So I think we are going to go to the last question. Is when training can make you very, very extremely masculine. Like, how do you balance that out with a softer side? How do you do that? Like, that's more personal, but you can tell us.
That's
really interested.
That's easy. You get a woman. She'll balance you out.
She'll balance with you very, very easy.
Anyway, I'm kidding. Apart from, okay, that works. You can get a woman to balance you, but you yourself, I believe, I'm not so much knowledgeable on that, but I know there is that feminine side of you. So you cannot just be like 100% masculine. Of course, you need that small part of you to be feminine. Yeah, because when your woman is not around, you need to use that feminine energy of yours.
The softer side.
To take care of yourself.
Or your woman. Unakuwa tu unajua maski, unakuwa tu mgumu.
Unakuwa tu mgumu, unajua tu buff. Sipo. So definitely you need to balance. So, and if you ask me how I can do that, I usually try to meditate, because I believe when you meditate and meditation plus, do you know what grounding is?
I've heard of it. I've heard of it sometime, but you can try to explain.
So personally, I believe if you do meditation and grounding, I believe it can help you balance.
It can help you balance everything out.
Balance, and not only your masculine and feminine side, but also a lot of things in your life can be able to balance. For sure. That's the thing I like also about you, the self-awareness you've had. It's not about the physical health, that you're also involved with the mental health, meditation, trying to find yourself, know yourself, which is really, really one interesting fact about you. So, like, would you say it's something that you had to? Is it something that you had when you were a kid, or it's something that you came and developed as time went? Being self-aware. Being self-aware. Yeah. Being self-aware, I think it's something that you train over time. It just doesn't come. You have to train yourself overnight. So if you meditate more, you become self-aware. Like you know yourself. Yeah.
So what do you mean by meditation?
Meditation. Yeah. So I know we have so many definitions of like
meditation.
Or meditation is understood differently by
different sets of people.
Yeah, but meditation to me is just being present. Or being focused. So
living in the present.
Yeah, and I know most people think that you should just sit like a monk and meditate. Right now, I might be meditating. Like you just focusing on anything. That's meditation to me. Yeah. So, and if you watch what you're doing, or you pay attention to what you do, to everything that you're doing, that's meditation. So you'll be self-aware. You will watch yourself doing things that maybe you don't want.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah. There was a guy I was listening to on Itwanga, Jordan Peterson. He says, if you want to know yourself, it first starts by watching yourself.
True.
You have to watch yourself, see what you want, see what you do, and then remove some parts that you don't like, or invoke some parts
and focus on the ones that you want.
The parts.
And it's not an easy thing to do, but over time it becomes easier.
It becomes easier.
I already get used to that. Yeah.
As we are winding up, like, how has the self-awareness process helped you with? Like, can you like pinpoint tuangalie uone, okay, self-awareness imenisaidia ni kwa this and that. Has it helped you become more gentle, more empathetic? Or has it made you more stoic?
Majority has helped me with managing my ego.
Ego. That's a really good discussion. Yeah. That's a really good. You're part 2, guys. That's a part 2. You can give us a snippet.
So it has helped me in so many ways, but that's the major thing that it has helped me with. A little while ago, I would let ego get on the way, and once you let ego get on your way, you won't accomplish a lot. Because there's good ego and there's bad ego out there. So you have to watch yourself and know that this is ego. Na inanifanya nisifanye hiki nataka kwenda kufanya. You're already watching yourself. Unakuwa self aware. So ego ni kitu mzuri na ni kitu mbaya. Ego is a bad thing and it's a good thing. So it all depends with how you
use it.
You choose. Okay, if you let it control you, it's a bad thing. But if you control it, it's
a good thing.
Yeah. So
vile umemention your stuff, the way you mentioned, like a lot of questions are popping up in my head, but hatuwezi maliza yote in one podcast.
Tukianza ni ego, that's another whole podcast.
That's a whole
yeah, so but majorly imenisaidia na manage my ego.
Imekusaidia ku manage
ego. And you know, as a man you have ego.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. That's a really interesting topic. So guys, I wanted you to get acquainted with Malak, the fitness side. Manze, utuwekee ma content hapo bana. Tusikuwa tumekupost hapa manze na ukose kudini. We want to see what it entails. Yeah, we want to know what the incline push-ups look like. What do you call it? Burpees look like. I don't know what burpees.
Unaweza fanya burpees ngapi by the way? Umejaribu hata burpees?
Sijajaribu. Sasa mimi nataka kuitake. Mimi nataka kuona kwa content hapo kwa IG.
Hii space ni ndogo. Ningeaje ufanye burpees hapa sasa unaona unafanya ngapi? I'm sure nigga huwezi fanya hata 10.
Because okay, start competing anyway, because fitness ni your arena. Fitness is your space.
Hapo na kuja ndakuchafua mbaya.
So yeah, guys, that was Malak for you. We're going to have a part 2. The part 2, I think, side is we're going to explore Malak's side, his personal life, the ego part, the self-awareness, the spiritual journey he's had. And see what he's about, like what he's really about. Who's Malak kabisa. But we wanted first to get acquainted with his fitness side. He's enthusiastic about fitness, manze. Na tunataka win your side, manze. We want you to be a fitness influencer, man. So thank you for coming to my show, manze. As I'm starting out, manze, nyinyi wase many bless, manze, mbaya sana with your time kabisa.
Yeah, man.
So guys, definitely we're going to have another episode with Malak. Peace out.